Vultr partnered with Shaheed Sukhdev College of Business Studies, India, to host hackCBS 7.0, one of the India's largest student-run hackathon. Over 48 hours of intense innovation, 150 teams from across India came together to develop impactful projects, leveraging Vulture's cloud infrastructure to bring their ideas to life. Hi, I am Ritul Swarup, a developer advocate here at Vulture, and today I am excited to have Team Wagnaks, one of the winners from hackCBS. They'll share their insights into their project, the problem they aim to solve, and how Vulture infrastructure helped them turn their vision into reality.
Hello everyone, I am Tanay Kumar. We are Team Wagnaks and we have built LabEasy, a blood diagnostic test price aggregator platform that lets you compare and contrast the prices of blood tests across labs in your city and helps you get better premiums for your insurance. So, what is a problem statement? Today, if a person goes to get their blood test done, they face three major issues. Firstly, due to most of the players being offline, people cannot compare the prices of diagnostic tests across labs. Going to each and every physical store is a great hassle, and most people do not do so. Secondly, due to Big Pharma having a monopoly in this market, they charge obscene prices for even the simplest of tests, and we believe that healthcare should be accessible by all. Lastly, it is a hassle for people above the age of 50 to get a health insurance done. Well, a person of 20 to 30 years of age can get that very easily. But in case of a person who's above 50, firstly, the insurance provider will order a barrage of tests. Then, if the person is not available exactly at that date and time, it might take about 10 to 15 days for them to get the test done. Then, when they mail in the report of those blood tests, the insurance company takes a long time to scrutinize carefully over those reports and takes about a month to get a premium number for them, an approximate amount of how much the premium should be. Well, that is an extremely time consuming process. Where our product comes in is that it reduces this time greatly to just 10 days. How? I'll show you guys later. So, what our platform does is three main things. Firstly, we aggregate the prices of tests across various labs so that users can easily compare the prices and choose whatever test they want to take from whichever lab they trust. Secondly, letting smaller labs onto our platform increases the competition, hence making it better for the consumers since it drives the prices down. Thirdly, since we've already partnered up with many major insurance platforms, we can use our partnership deals to price premiums optimally, which would make it better for the insurance providers and for the consumer. How would this be better for the insurance provider? I'll show you next. So, for a user, it's extremely easy to book a test on LabEasy. Just select the lab, schedule an appointment, and boom, you'll get a collection done the very next day and you'll get results within 7 days. Now, you might have seen that there are three core features or three core pillars of our website: the consumers, the labs, and the insurance providers. We have managed to create a win 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 situation for all three of them. How? Consumers can see all the prices of tests at labs near them. Hence, this greatly reduces the hassle for them. Secondly, smaller labs gain more exposure and more customers through our platform. Hence, they are more prone to stay with us and share all their data with us by using our SaaS. Thirdly, in the insurance world, customer acquisition cost is huge. You have to do tons and tons of cold calls in order to finally find someone who's actually looking for an insurance. But when the companies partner with us, we are automatically giving them a list of people who are actively looking out for insurances. Aside from that, since we store the blood test data on the blockchain, what the insurance company can see is an immutable, tamper proof, reliable source of truth, source of history of the patient's health data, which would help them gauge and price the premiums more optimally and in a much shorter span of time. Lastly, since we own the entire data end to end, our platform has a complete monopoly in this market. Now, coming on to our wow factor, the H index. For those of you that are unfamiliar with it, the H index is something that insurance companies assign to individuals to assess how healthy they are. The higher the H index, the healthier they are, and the lower their premium will be, and vice versa. So, since we already have the blood reports of each and every patient on the blockchain, that gives a reliable and tamper proof history to the insurance companies. How that helps them is that firstly, they can order less tests for the patient, and secondly, since they have a more longer term view of the patient's healthcare, they can reduce the waiting period. The waiting period is a period that ranges from a few months to a few years, during which, even though if you've bought the policy, you cannot exercise it. So, since the insurance companies will gain more trust onto the patient, they might just reduce the waiting period from a couple of years to just a year, and that would be greatly helpful for our consumers. Now, let us go on to our technical architecture. As we can see here, whenever the user hits our client website that is built on Next.js, a request goes onto our server. This server is sitting on Vultr compute and does three things. In the case of user creation, it stores the user's profile picture on Vultr object storage. Secondly, all of the user data and reports are being stored on a Vultr managed PostgreSQL database instance. Lastly, all of the blood reports that we receive from the labs are stored on the IPFS chain so as to ensure a tamper proof and reliable history. Lastly, coming to our future scope, we have three main things in the future targeted for our patients. Firstly, we plan to improve our algorithms and provide personalized recommendations to each and every patient according to their healthcare needs. Secondly, we can also give automated reminders to the patients. For instance, if someone checks their blood sugar levels, we can just remind them every 6 months to have a blood test done. This would reduce the hassle for the patient and make their overall experience a little bit better. Lastly, and most importantly, we plan to partner up with doctors so that not just insurance companies but doctors too can see the entire patient history. This would be extremely beneficial to them while treating the patient. Thank you guys. I hope you liked our pitch and I hope you liked our project.
I hope you enjoyed the team's project and saw how they use virtual infrastructure to solve a real world problem. It's always great to see creative solutions come to life. Thank you for joining us today and supporting these students.